Hello everyone. When I was just about to enter college, there was a very important transition that was happening in the Indian economy, in the Indian business scene. We were shifting in our patent regime, and all of a sudden it became very important for businesses in India based businesses, to start thinking about how they are going to innovate, how they are going to compete with businesses, global businesses, deep pocket businesses. And then also things happened, companies have been trying to do something, they set up R&D departments, they started creating R&D budgets, and we do have some successes to show for it. Some very frugal engineering techniques have developed, some patents have come our way. India is also now a very important destination of talent, innovation talent, and so on. All these things have happened in the last 20 plus years. Now if we take stock of the current world, whatever distance we have gathered as a business, as an economy, that's still not enough, especially because today we are challenged by a very different kind of world. The global VUCA environment, so much of uncertainty, so much of volatility, so much of agility that is required. And this agility constantly makes demands on businesses, on managers, to figure out innovative ways of innovation. One cannot simply go back to the traditional innovation management processes. So much so that it is no longer just about innovating for a product or for a particular service. The entire business model, one is talking about innovating around that. One is talking about innovations in processes. Yet, we are also dealing with enormous number of technological disruptions that are coming every now and then. In the face of these multifaceted, multidimensional challenges, how do we as managers ensure that our innovation management, the way we handle our innovation processes in our organization, they stay current, they stay relevant, and they give us the fillip that is necessary to emerge and succeed as leaders in the global marketplace. That is the real challenge. Another very important aspect to bear in mind here is that today when we talk of challenges, we are no longer talking about only business related challenges, market related challenges. We are talking about grand social challenges, challenges that are threatening the very existence of humanity on this planet. And businesses cannot turn a blind eye to it. Given this, given these kinds of enormous stresses that are being faced by business processes, how do managers handle innovation? On the one hand, I am dealing with more and more scarce resources, more and more stressed assets. On the other hand, I am looking at a market which is going through enormous changes, fast-paced changes. This contradictory scenario, where on the one hand, I need to be very fast, but I cannot resort to using assets and resources indiscriminately, because my availability of assets and resources itself is shrinking. This paradoxical situation is what this 5-day program on accelerating innovation handles. When I say paradoxical situation, the paradox is also because of resource scarcity, something that we have taken for granted in most innovation management processes. Innovation generally is thought of as ideas are available. All I have to do is put them into a streamlined fashion and pick and choose. I am going into an idea supermarket to pick out the ideas which sell, and then I just put my money into it. For long, innovation has been dealt with and managed as if you were walking into a supermarket of ideas. But ideas are one of the most scarce resources next to natural resources. In fact, it is another kind of natural resource. One cannot manufacture ideas. So all one can do is engage in gardening, like a gardener engages and nurtures the plant so that it may flower and fruit. So how do managers deal with this? How can one handle this? The paradox is gardening is not a process you accelerate, but innovation is a process you need to accelerate if you want to survive in today's market. These paradoxes, managing them and the skills necessary for managing these paradoxes is what this program looks at. It begins by talking about the traditional methods of managing innovation, because it's not a world where we say goodbye to tradition. It's a world where we are reinventing tradition and trying to get more out of tradition even as we look at new frontiers. So we also look at tradition and try to see what we can gain out of it, the traditional models of managing innovation. We also look at what are the contemporary fashions, the contemporary trends in managing innovation, things like design thinking, and how we can harness the potential of current contemporary trends like design thinking to enable our organization to succeed at innovation, to manage innovation effectively, and we go beyond these trends to look at cutting edge stuff which enables us to simultaneously handle business challenges as well as grand social challenges. Things like phronesis, which is only being talked about in very sparsely in some specialized contexts. It helps us make sense of a process which has been known to be effective for thousands of years. Phronesis, the name is new. It's a Greek name. It's been popularized in recent years by people from UK. The word phronesis was given by Aristotle, but around the world for thousands of years, even before Aristotle, people have been using this process, using this way of thinking to innovate, to deal with the challenges of their lifetimes. So this program will talk about all of these things and expose you to this bouquet of practices, bouquet of models that you have, and it will enable you to develop your own innovation strategy. What is that approach that you will have as an organization which you can take forward, a mix and match of these various bouquet of practices, array of options that you have, so that you are able to overcome the scarcities that you face in terms of resources, finances, timelines, and still come to market with meaningful, valuable innovation and making good business sense for you. This is what this program does. And if you think this program speaks to a need, speaks to challenges that you have been grappling with, if you think this program speaks to your feeling that you have constantly had, sometime during the evening after a long day of brainstorming, thinking we are missing something more is needed. We seem to be doing all, but it's not getting anywhere. What more can I do? If you have been prompted by those kinds of thoughts, those thoughts are nagging you, this is a program that works for you. You should check this out. Look at the website, you'll get more details, and we can have much more engaging conversations about what one can do so that one can accelerate innovation in meaningful ways, in rewarding ways. I'm Nimruji. I'm with IIM Calcutta since 2008. I'm in the OB area and I have a range of interests. I work very actively in corporate social responsibility, in social issues and management, uh, on politics and power, on innovation. I have been researching these areas for quite some time, and I've written several books, I've written several journal papers, lots of case studies, very active in executive education, designed a lot of programs, and more than anything else, I enjoy conversation with executives. It's exciting, it's thrilling, it's invigorating, talking about the problems we face, thinking together about the solutions we can generate. So, if you think I'm the kind of faculty you would like to engage with, come over.